Of the 9 million people in the US with a GLP-1 medication prescription, nearly half are using it for weight loss.
So Ozempic and Wegovy have slimmed down Hollywood stars and millions of non-celebrities worldwide.
Millions more are considering GLP-1s because they promise up to a 15% reduction in body weight due to their many effects on metabolic health. These effects include an increase in fullness and a decrease in appetite. But our relationship to food is so much more complicated. Our early ancestors lived in a world with limited food supply. These days, we have a surplus of food all around us, but our physiology hasn't changed. Our bodies are still driven to efficiently keep as much energy as possible. So what happens when you start eating much less than you used to? In this video, I'm looking at the world of food in relation to GLP-1s and exploring the idea of supercharging your diet when you're on a GLP-1. I'm Chelsea, and this is Shapeshifting. Before I explore what to eat on GLP-1s, let's talk about the daunting four-letter word: diet. It's loaded with years of misinformation, fads, and a culture of failure. For many, going on a diet has become synonymous with short-term trends, restrictive rules, or an endless cycle where guilt is the inevitable result. But let's reframe that. Instead of thinking about dieting as a temporary fix, let's shift this conversation to sustainable, healthy eating. This isn't about cutting out everything you love, but about optimizing what you eat in a way that supports long-term health. So what does the research say about eating on GLP-1? Through much preclinical and clinical testing, scientists have uncovered a breadth of knowledge on GLP-1s in regard to weight loss. But there has been little research in humans on the impact of one's specific diet while taking these medications for weight loss. So, without much clinical evidence to provide nutritional insight, what are you supposed to eat? Some scientists are looking at this question another way. I asked Dr. Freddie Lewis about this.
Historically, a lot of the advice is kind of orientated towards helping people to lose weight, trying to reduce the calories of those foods you're eating. But alongside that, you also want to maintain kind of healthy nutrition and get all of the things that you need to be able to just survive on a daily basis. Some foods might kind of stimulate that GLP-1 secretion, kind of things like lean proteins. So these are things like poultry, fish, legumes, eggs, yogurt, things like that. But also then kind of more complex carbohydrates. So lots of things with fiber like whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and also dairy as well. And then we all need a bit of fat in our lives, and that's kind of unsaturated fats. So that's things like nuts, avocado, vegetable oils, and fatty fish.
Freddie also sent me a study that suggested a breakdown of 25% protein, 25% fats, and 50% carbs. Eating small, more frequent meals can also help with GI issues, as can staying hydrated, which is critical when experiencing side effects such as vomiting and diarrhea. These nutritional recommendations are something we should all strive for. But while taking these drugs, it's important to remember that your body needs certain types of foods to sustain itself, and they could even help you along with your weight loss journey. While GLP-1s are known for reducing your appetite, what's less talked about is how they might change your relationship with certain foods and drinks altogether. You may find that your morning coffee just doesn't taste the same, or that something you loved has become intolerable, and then out of nowhere, potato chips might become your go-to snack. Eating certain foods can also hinder your GLP-1 experience. For instance, foods that are high-fat, spicy, or carbonated can worsen GI problems. In addition, foods high in added sugar or containing alcohol can cause fluctuations in blood sugar. This can be dangerous when taking GLP-1s, since they stimulate the release of insulin, which decreases blood sugar levels. Beyond helping to address the side effects of GLP-1s, a healthy, well-rounded diet is essential when eating less. Eating less food puts you at heightened risk of developing nutritional deficiencies or dehydration, which can lead to other adverse health conditions. Once your fat stores are depleted, you'll begin to lose muscle, skin, hair, and nails. Malnutrition can also affect your immune system, making you prone to illness and infection, and your heart, making you feel faint or weak. A poor diet may also limit the amount of weight loss you experience. For instance, eating lots of simple carbs will cause your body to use that as fuel, as opposed to your fat stores. These types of foods can also cause a rebound in weight gain if you stop taking GLP-1s. The goal is to adjust your diet so that your body burns only fat, leaving you with the energy that you and your body need to function and flourish. Your physician or board-certified dietitian can help you find this balance. This will improve your overall health, alleviate unpleasant side effects, and give you the best chance at success with your GLP-1 treatment. There's also another relationship with food we have yet to consider. We've married this compulsion with our social lives. We meet friends for brunch, bake with our kids, or gather with our families for holiday feasts. This social impact could be huge. The shift would not only affect those who are on GLP-1s for life-saving weight loss, but also millions more looking to GLP-1s for a currently not approved shortcut to easy weight management. But with GLP-1s diminishing our desire to eat, how will our social habits be impacted? Will we form new traditions that are no longer food-centric? We have all heard that GLP-1s have the potential to change lives. But do they have the power to change the very way in which we live?
You've seen the before and afters, the jaw-dropping transformations that seem too good to be true, but the truth is they might actually be within reach. I asked Dr. Camila Rubio Patino to break down the truth behind the internet's most talked about before and afters. What surprised you most when you first started?
How fast it works.
Really?
We're still learning about what this